D-Lo 404 Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Hey, so the fight with Danny Jacobs and Canelo Alvarez has been announced for about a couple weeks now. And I haven't spoken on it. I want to speak on it just a moment. That fight is a fight I'm looking forward to. It's going to happen on Cinco de Mayo weekend. I think the date is actually May 4th this year. That's the Saturday. And I'm sure the fight's going to be on DAZN. But and to this point, I haven't subscribed to DAZN. I haven't even done a free trial on DAZN. But I think this fight will be the fight that I actually, if they offer the free trial, I'll do the free trial. But even if they don't, I think for that month I'll subscribe to DAZN and then see what they have coming in for the lineup after that, whether or not I continue my membership. But that's a fight I wanted to see for some time. Ever since Jacobs fought Peter Quillen at 160, I've said that Danny Jacobs would be a good fighter for Canelo to test the waters at 160, to truly test the waters at 160 with, because Canelo was doing a lot of catch weight, fights before he officially moved up to 160 and fought Triple G. So that was a fight that I was really looking forward to and hoping that would get made. And I was thinking that with Oscar, I think Oscar was Daniel Jacobs' promoter before he left the sport years ago. I may be mistaken, but for some reason I thought Daniel Jacobs was with Golden Boy. But anyway, I felt like he was one of those fighters that Oscar would have felt safe enough putting Canelo in with when he first goes up to middleweight. Maybe not the initial fight, but one of the fights that he would have let him have before the Triple G fight. But it didn't play out that way. Danny ended up having a fight with Triple G, and it ended up being a very close fight that some people felt like he edged out. So but here it is now, the fight's made. It's a fight I'm excited about because, for one, it's a 50-50 pick'em type fight. Kind of like Canelo Triple G was. I'd say at best, you could say, maybe 60-40 for Canelo. But when I look at, what Daniel Jacobs brings to the table, it's hard for me to just dismiss Jacobs. Jacobs a long-rangey fighter. He has good power. He doesn't at times seem to have the mental fortitude or the temperament to really just go for it. Sometimes I think he plays a little safe in there. And I think that's what cost him the Triple Z fight. Being a little too cautious. And I think in other fights, that's what's caused him not to get knockouts when he's hurt his man, because I think he's a little too cautious. Maybe he still remembers that Pirog knockout loss a little too freshly in his mind. I'm not sure what the situation is, but I think Daniel Jacobs has some really great tools and attributes that could give Canelo some problems. But on the flip side, so does Canelo. Canelo has a lot in his arsenal that can give Daniel Jacobs some problems. So it's one of those fights that it's kind of like whichever guy can dictate how the fight's gonna go, what range the fight's gonna be fought in, what the tempo of the fight's gonna be. It may be who can land who can be the most defensively responsible versus who can land the best shot early. Because I think with Daniel Jacobs, if I'm honest, I think if he gets hit with a good shot early, I think he'll start to be a little too safe in there, and he'll start to lose rounds on the cards that he may think he may not realize he's losing, because he may think that he's doing enough to win those rounds. But against Canelo especially, you better win rounds very clearly if you think you're gonna get a decision. I mean, and case in point, Floyd Mayweather Jr., in my opinion, dominated Canelo. And on one of the scorecards, it was a draw, if I'm not mistaken. So you have to, and I mean, we've seen Lara. In my opinion, Lara beat Canelo, but he didn't get the decision. I felt the same way with Trout. And the only difference is Trout got dropped. But I felt like, aside from that drop, Trout was dominating long periods in that fight. But, hey, the judges didn't see it that way. And at the end of the day, what's on that official score, those official scorecards, what goes in the record books, that's what counts. What I feel like I saw, what the next person felt like they saw, is just what we felt like we saw. It doesn't change anything. We can just put some respect on a fighter's name and say, hey, I felt like he did this, or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's not official. But that's all I want to say about it. I'm looking forward to that fight. And I can't wait. I'm probably anticipating this fight even more than I was the first Triple G Canelo fight. Because with that fight, I was kind of mad at both guys because I felt like the fight took way too long to happen. I felt like they were playing games, mainly Canelo. But this fight I'm not mad at because it kind of just caught traction not very long ago, and it didn't take that long to make. Yeah, we could have had that instead of Rocky Fielding, but I understand what Canelo was doing there. I understand what his handlers were doing there. But that's all I'm going to say on the subject. Hey, if you're feeling the video, drop a comment in the comment section or hit the like button for me. This is D-Lo 404 Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to my subscribers. Anyone who has subscribed to the channel, I ask that you please subscribe and hit that bell icon. I'm out. Peace.